Okay, so let's get into Joe and Carol's feud. So whenever she heard all of this going on, she was like, absolutely not. She has a big cat sanctuary, and she's this wildlife advocate even though she prior owned a zoo like Joe's. So even though she used to do stuff like this, she was like, this is unethical, stop. And she already had like a pretty big online community. So she was trying to send her fan base, I don't really know what they're called, basically over to shut Joe down. So the audience plus her team at Big Cat Rescue would essentially email bomb any place Joe was hired at. They would cancel his shows, and this really affected his revenue. He set up his YouTube channel to basically talk bad about her, and she would kind of do the same thing online. And because she had done something similar to him, he essentially saw her as a hypocrite. But Joe took it too far on many occasions. One time videoing and uploading a video of him killing her in blow-up doll form, and he ended up actually going over via helicopter to survey her sanctuary. Apparently she had around 200 tigers, but for some reason all they could find were 12. So he posed the question, where are the other tigers at if she doesn't believe in cages? He also ended up obtaining her diary, which was stolen off of her computer by a former employee. Carol's husband, Don Lewis, ended up disappearing in 1997. He was legally declared dead in 2002, and Joe started to perpetuate that she may have killed her husband and fed him to the tigers. And there's just a lot of conspiracies surrounding his death. That's a whole separate case. And he was offering $10,000 for information to lead to Carol's arrest. And he went ahead and rebranded his travel show and named it after her sanctuary and gave it a Florida number, so a bunch of people were thinking that she was taking her tigers on traveling shows. So she sued him for trademark infringement and ended up getting $1 million. Well, not really. Joe filed for bankruptcy and she was unable to collect most of it. And then Joe turns around and runs for president in 2016. His little campaign video ended up going viral on YouTube. And when he failed, he ended up running for governor in 2018. Allegedly, his bankruptcy was kind of the motive behind this, so that he could build back up his money and turn people against Carol. And since this doesn't work, this is when he decides that he is going to hire someone to kill her.